Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi with another video. And we're going to start right here. And this video is inspired, by the verse of the day. And it's also going into what I've been, making videos for the last almost 2 weeks now, replacement theology. And through the spirit, Yahawashi has given us a verse of the day, which can lead into, like I said, I was going to do more videos on showing you what's been promised to us according to what's written, promises that must be kept and upheld because the Most High said he would do it. And, as my custom is to send the bros the verse of the day every day. And this so happens to be the one that's for today. And it goes right into all that we've been talking about. Our life being hidden in Mashiach. We really haven't come into in the fullness of it, of what the Most High has promised us. But it is on the way. And it must be fulfilled because, once again, you have these pagan Roman Catholic Christians telling us that, no, this is not just for your people. It's for everybody now, because Jesus came and he's including all nations into what the Most High has promised unto the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And that's just not true. That's not the truth. The promises only pertain to the Israelites, as the Apostle Paul tells you clearly out of his own mouth. The covenants, the giving of the law, the adoption, you see, the glory, the promises, they all pertain to Israelites. You see? It all pertains to us. And that is what Yahawashi is bringing back with him when he returns, taking us out of this low condition and exalting us to supremacy over all nations according to the Most High's will, according to what the Most High has spoken, and according to what the Most High has his prophets scribed down. That's what it's going to be. Nothing other than that. So instead of reading it right here, we're going to go to Colossians 3 and 1, right? We're going to go to Colossians chapter 3, and we'll read all of this right here. It says what? Colossians 3 and 1, it says, "If ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High." You see this? That's what we're doing. You see, that's what our mind is. That's why we're known as what? The citizens of heaven. You see? When it says, let our conversation be in the heavens, that word for conversation, it pertains to being a citizen of heaven, man. And that's what our thought is. This is what we're longing for. This is what we're crying out to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, to send Yahawashi back, to bring it to being. We're crying out to the heavens, you see, for righteousness to be established in the earth. That's what we're looking for. That's when we're going to finally have true peace and rest and prosperity, and everything that's wrong with us now is going to be fixed. That's what's promised all throughout the scriptures for the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see? And Yahawashi is going to make sure it gets fulfilled. So Colossians 3 and 2, it goes on to say what? Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. And that's the spirit we're supposed to be in. We're not supposed to be in the spirit of longing for America to continue on. We're not supposed to be in the spirit talking about another 20, 30 years from now in the captivity, or another 1,000. We got another 1,000 years. No, man. You see? See, guys are saying that because their affections are set on the things that are present. Their affections are set on the things that they see in front of them. They're not moving in the spirit. They're not tapped into the vision. You see? They're not tapped into having their affection set upon the things in the heavens and what Yahawashi is coming with. They're trying to receive their glory now. They're trying to receive their riches now. And like we always say, there's nothing wrong with having money. But when it comes to the to you, Salakia, when it comes to you having money, or you being so in love with money that you're gonna remix the doctrine, you're not gonna preach the fullness of the truth, that's where the issue comes in. Because that's what your affection is set on, continuing to have that corruptible bag. We're not supposed to be doing that, man. Let me grab some water. We're not supposed to be in that spirit. We're supposed to be having our affection set on things above. You know, like the Apostle Peter tells us. We can get that real quick. Let's get this real quick. Oh man, let me see all up. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, who are the promises for? The Israelites, you see? Look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. This is what our mind is set on, man. Yeah, you have your spots here in captivity where you have a little bit of fun, you have a good day, or, you know what I'm saying, you get your check and it makes you feel some type of way. But the thing is, this is not our end all be all. We are looking for that change to come with Yahawashi. We're looking for the fullness of all that the Most High has promised to us to be fulfilled. We're looking for us to be in rulership and order in the earth and right and righteousness. That's what we're looking for. That's what our affection is set on. You see? That's us having our affection set on the things above and not on the things on the earth. We're not looking for this corrupt system to continue on for another millennia, man. We're looking for this shit to be ended. You see, because we know and understand what the Most High has promised us, man. We want to be healed fully. And that's what's going to be done. Salakia. Now, Colossians 3. Salakia. But Colossians 3 and 2, it goes on to say one more time. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach Yahawashi. We are not living our true life, man. This life right here is dedicated to the service of the Lord. Yeah, you have your moments of pleasure, you have your moments of fun, but the majority of our life is dedicated to doing His work, to going on the highways and byways, and walking in the upright spirit, man. Doing the things that are pleasing to the Most High. You see, we're not gonna experience full. The fullness of life, full freedom, until Yahawashi returns to change us, to bring us into the fullness of the second covenant, to give us those new bodies. That's what we're longing for, man. We're longing for immortality. All the things the Most High has promised, that's what our mind is set on. You see? Verse 4 says what? When Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. This is what we're telling our people. Everything that you've been longing for, everything that we've been desiring to have, we're looking at these heathen with envy on why they have all this shit and we don't have anything. Hey, man, Yahawashi fixes all that because of the Most High's will and what the Most High has promised to bring us into. These heathen don't got shit on us when it comes to being blessed, when it comes to having our heart's desire, man. The Most High is going to go far beyond anything that we could ever hope for or expect, man. That's what we're telling our people. And it's been laid out for us clearly in the scripture. So for all of you who are denouncing your true heritage, your true lineage, you don't understand what you're doing. You don't get it. And that's why it tells us right here, real quick. Proverbs, right? 29 and verse 18. Yep. Proverbs 29 and 18, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. And the main point is what? The majority of our people in the earth, they don't have the vision of the Most High. It's because it hasn't been given unto everybody. It's only been given unto the elect. It's only been given, let's say it like this, it's only been given to the hopeful elect. You see, because we're hoping to be saved when Yahawashi returns, but we're the only ones the vision has been given to. So we can have the hope and set our affections on the things above and not on the things of the earth. See, the majority of our people have set their affections on the things on the earth, and this current system is about to pass away. This whole setup, Yahawashi is about to cast down forever. It's temporary, man. But the Most High has to put it on your spirit to know and understand that, and He hasn't done that for the majority of our people. Let's get this real quick. Let's get what am I looking for? Real quick. Then we'll get into the vision. 2 Corinthians 4:18. Salakia. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17, it says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory." So everything that we go through on this side, man, being downtrodden, being oppressed, being taxed upon taxed upon taxed, you see, everything that we suffer as a nation is only for a moment. You see? And we're going through this process so we can be brought into a higher glory, because we know and understand, according to Acts 14:22, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. It also tells us what? The scriptures also tell us what? That acceptable men are tried as gold in the furnace, meaning we're being purified. We're being made pure. We're being made clean. We're being built up through all the hell and affliction that we go through. And it's only for a moment, but it's bringing us into that glory that the Most High promised. Oh, did we not just read about the glory in Romans 9 in the last video? The glory pertains to who? The Israelites. And this is the process that the Most High has taken us through for us to receive it. You see? That's why the Most High tells us that He's chosen us out of what? Out of the furnace of affliction. You see? Because we're being prepared to enter into glory when Yahawashi returns, to bring us into the fullness of life. You see? So 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18, it says, "For we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal." And this is the understanding that the majority of our people don't have. They don't see any benefit of serving the Lord right now because it's not tangible. And it all goes back into what? A lack of faith. So that's why they're going to die on this side. 2/3 of our people are going to die here in the land of America, and then we're going to go through all the earth and purge out the rebels, man, because of their lack of faith and belief. You see, because they don't want to be brought into the true heritage. They don't want to be a part of the true lineage. They want to continue to cleave onto this bullshit that their enemies have given them. You see? See, but for us, we know that this shit is just for a moment. This is temporary. All of this is going to fade away eventually, because the Most High has to bring us into all that He promised. And when He does it, it ain't going to be no sharing the throne, man. Well, half of the earth is ruled by Esau and the other half is ruled by us. No. We're coming into the fullness. We're coming into full kingship, having a supreme sovereignty, supreme authority, ruling in righteousness. Everything moving on the earth is going to be according to what we say it is. That's what we're coming into, and that's the eternal. We're telling our people, hey, this is the answer right here. But the majority of them don't want it, and it's okay, because we're gonna continue to fight for it, man. As long as the Most High has the Spirit upon us, we're going to continue to fight. So 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18, it says, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." Do you see that? Us setting our affections in the heavens is eternal. Everything that Yahawashi is bringing back to the earth is eternal. You see? The life that we're about to enter into with Yahawashi in the fullness of glory is going to be everlasting, eternal. And we're going to reign supreme forever, man. This is what we have coming because this is what the Most High has promised us. And it must be fulfilling. You pagan Roman Catholic Christians don't have any part of it unless your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. If you're not a part of that lineage, this has nothing to do with you. You see, even all people who are lost in that false doctrine right now, if they don't repent, they're going to be put to death and they're going to be reincarnated into the fullness of what the Most High has promised unto their lineage because they are Israelites. But for you natural-born heathen, you see, you natural-born Edomites, you natural-born Moabites, you natural-born Ammonites, you natural-born Japhites, Israelites, Hamites, you have no part in what has been promised to the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Your position in our kingdom will to serve us. That's what you were created for. And that's what's coming when Yahawashi returns to the earth to reestablish the throne of David in the fullness of it. 1044, call hello, Yahawashi. Salakia. So now, like I said in the last video, and Yahawashi threw that alley this morning with that verse of the day, what I wanted to do is I want to go into this whole chapter because it goes into Zion being glorified. And we just read about us being entering into glory after we go through this light affliction, this moment of temporal affliction. And once again, these things have been promised from our Heavenly Father, Yahweh. And he swore upon himself that he will uphold and keep all that he said he would do for us. So for you pagan Christians to come and say, oh, that doesn't matter anymore, it's not going to be done, you're calling the Most High a liar. You're adding and you're taking away from the scripture. So great judgment and punishment is coming upon you for that, man. You see? Because you've taken hold of the Most High's words and you're remixing them. Saying things that the Most High didn't say. That comes with a harsh punishment. That comes with a harsh judgment. Because all that the Most High has promised for his children, his people, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will be done. Because the Most High is a God of his word, man. Yahweh is a God of his word. So let's get into this Isaiah 60. And it reads, verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. And it's already begun. The glory of the Lord is risen upon the hopeful elect. This is why we have the Spirit emanating from us, man. Like a force field. And the people recognize it. They see it. They feel it. This is why we stand out so crazy in this world. The Most High has put his light upon us in this world of darkness, and we are illuminating everything that we're around. Having a true understanding of the scriptures, man. Having the true understanding of the Almighty's name and his Son's name. And being able to preach it in boldness. That's the light of the Most High upon us, man. You see? Verse 2, it says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And these people are in gross darkness. They've taken our books that think they understand what it's saying, and they don't. They're missing, fall off. You see? Taking things out of context. Basically trying to disannul all that the Most High promised and swore upon himself that he would do. That's gross darkness, man. And we see the behavior of the people, especially these pagan Christians. They're brute beasts, man, doing whatever they feel like doing. Completely wicked. The minds of the people are gone. And it's all because of what? Wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. They're in darkness. Everywhere you look is darkness. But it says what? But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And this is what's happening. That's why the world is fascinated with this great awakening of Israel here in these last days, man. That's the glory of the light, the glory of the Lord rising upon us, especially us of the hopeful elect. You see? Verse 3 says, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about, and see. All they gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side. Meaning what? The Israelites returning back to Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi. This is a part of prophecy. And we're returning because of what? He's fulfilling what he promised to do for the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is why this great awakening has happened. This is why you see us returning and calling upon Yahweh, Yahawashi. We're acknowledging the fact that we are Jacob's seed, man. And this is happening worldwide. You see? Verse 5 says, then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear, and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. Now, this is talking about us. This is a vision of us in the kingdom of heaven. And supreme authority and power, having dominion over everything in the earth. You see? Including all the heathen. That's what the abundance of the sea is. You see, the people is being converted unto us. It tells us about the sea in Revelation 17. You see. So it says what? Yeah, verse 1. Revelation 17:1, it says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, which is America, that sitteth upon many waters. And the waters represent the people. You see? That's what that represents. Now, when we jump down to verse 15, it says, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, because the Babylon, the great America, is all throughout the earth, just governing everybody. So the people represent the waters, the sea represents the people. And you see how America has that authority over these different nations? See, we're coming into the fullness of that in our kingdom. You see? Full authority, power, and dominance over the heathen. That's what's about to be converted unto us as we come into our everlasting rulership. And it says what? The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee, meaning what? Their wealth, their riches. They're going to bring all that to us and lay it at our feet. This is what's been promised, man. This is what's next after America falls. After Esau's rulership comes to an end, our rulership is next. As it tells us right here in 2nd Esdras 6. We'll start at verse 7. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the pardon of the son of times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he saith unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and that word for world right there is aeon, which is an age. So Esau is the end of the heathen age. The heathen age began with who? The Babylonians. You see, you get that understanding from Daniel chapter 2, Daniel chapter 7. That was the beginning of the heathen age, the 4 major heathen empires that the Most High prophesied would reign in his earth. The 4th being the Roman Empire, and now we're living in the revival of the 4th empire through America, Babylon, NATO, and the EU. You see? America, Babylon, NATO, and the EU. That makes up the revival of the 4th beast, the revival of the Roman Empire. And this is where it ends for you heathen. There's no more power, authority, or rulership for you in the earth after Esau falls. All of you heathen nations, you had your time to rule, and now it's our time. As it tells us right here in 2nd Esdras 6 and 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So directly after Esau falls, it's going to be immediately transitioned into the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of righteousness. So the Most High can do what? fulfill all that he promised to do for us. This is what's happening. You see? And when we come into the fullness of our rulership, the heathen are going to always constantly be having caravans of goods being brought into our land. You see? To lay at our feet. This is what they're created for. They're going to have their own lands. They're going to have their own cattle. And it's all being done so they can give us 10% of everything they have. You see? They're always going to give us the first portion of their flock, of their wine, of their olive oils, of their eggs, or whatever it may be. They're going to give us the best of their daughters. This is what we're coming into, man. We are coming into life beyond anything that we can comprehend. And this ain't the time for us to be just fully engulfed in this place, because this ain't life. What we're reading right here on this page is life. True life. True life is what has been promised unto us, man. And we are going to have it because the Most High swore he would do it. Isaiah 60:6, it says, "The multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah. All they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense. They shall show forth the praises of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi." You see this? I always like to say, you see the new Aladdin movie, when they was having that caravan coming to that city. That's what it's going to be like constantly coming into the land of Israel. The only time it's going to stop is during the Shabbat. On whatever day the new moon falls, that's the time where everything is going to stop. The earth is going to go into a state of being at rest until sundown the next day. And then it would be back to business as usual with constant caravans bringing goods unto us in our kingdom. We are about to come into, man, once again, we're about to come into life that can't be comprehended. You can't even fully explain we can't even have the full scope of it. We see how these companies move now, these worldwide shipping companies. We gonna be in control of all that in the kingdom. We gonna destroy how the heathen have it set up, and we're gonna reestablish it in the earth in righteousness, and it's gonna flow the right way. It's gonna be more efficient than anything the world has ever seen. But the best of the best is gonna be brought to us day in and day out, man. You see, this is what's being promised to us. All you Israelites who are looking for the answers and you're trying to find a way to overcome what the heathen are doing to us, there's only one way. And that's returning back to the Almighty Father, Yahweh, through faith in his son, Yahawashi. It's the only way that we're going to get out of this situation that we're in now. There is no other way for us, man. And what's waiting for us after this is all that we could ever desire. All that we could ever desire is waiting for us. But we just have to go through the Most High's process to receive it. You see? We have to be in the spirit of becoming better spiritually, man. Having more faith, having more belief, being more brotherly, being more charitable. Walking, renewing that inward man. These are all things that we must rehearse on this side to come into what the Most High has promised. And ultimately, we have to stand firm in faith, even if it means dying for it. Because it's about to go down. But this vision gives us something to cleave unto. See, for all of our people who are still trying to cleave onto Black, Hispanic, Native American, you have nothing to cleave onto. So when this shit collapses, you're going to be primed for the taking. You're going to be primed and ready to go into Esau's MOTB system, because what? You haven't renewed your mind. You haven't renewed your spirit. You're still focused on the temporal. Not us, man. The hopeful elect is focused on the eternal, according to what the Most High has promised, man. And the Most High is going to do all that he said he would do. Trust and believe it. Trust and fucking believe it. Everything he promised to do is going to be done. You see that? And we're gonna continue to sing his praises, man. Isaiah 60:7, it says, "All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee, The rams of Nabaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with the scepters on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. Do you see that? The Most High said he's going to glorify the house of his glory. Who's the house of his glory? The house of Israel, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's his glory. He said he's going to glorify us, man. Did we not just read that in 2 Corinthians? Did we not just read that in Colossians? The Most High has promised to glorify the house of his glory. But here go these Christians talking about, no, that doesn't matter anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. What are you talking about? For the Most High not to do it will make him a liar. It would make him an untrustworthy God. He would, if the Most High doesn't do it, he would be no better than the idols of the nations who have no power. The Most High is doing all this so his name can be magnified. You see, so the world can be put on notice that everything is running according to what he wants it to be. That what he says is what goes. What he's ordained from the beginning is what it's going to be. To show that he's the one true living power, the creator of the heavens and the earth, and everything in them. That's why he's doing all this, man. To show the world that he's the supreme being. And no one has any say-so outside of him. It's everything that he wants it to be. And he's going to bring to pass everything that he promised to do for us, man. Trust and believe it. Verse 8 goes on to say what? Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows? And that goes into the chariots. We're going to get our vehicles back. And we've seen all these reports coming out of these so-called UFOs being seen all throughout the country. I mean, all throughout the world, especially here in this country, in America. These are our vehicles, man. These are the vehicles of Israel. These are the vehicles that every single Israelite is going to have over their estate. You see? This is how we're going to be moving and maneuvering in the earth when we come into the fullness of our kingdom, man. We're going to be able to fly and all that. You see, without the chariot, but hey, we're going to, just like we got Cadillacs and motherfuckers got Ferraris and Bugattis and Rolls Royces, we're going to have our vehicles. You see? And just like you see cars on the highways all throughout this world, that's how you're going to be seeing the so-called UFOs in the kingdom. Because the Israelites are going to be moving and maneuvering in them. You see? This is the type of glory that we're coming back to. And now I know somebody looking at the screen right now talking shit, scoffing up, snickering, grinning. And that's just because you lack faith. You see, you haven't been brought up on the level. You still a low thinking organism right now. You see? You ain't on no level. Because like Yahawashi told us, man, nothing is impossible with the Most High. You niggas are still stuck in this fucking box of black and brown culture. Low level type shit. You're not able to think on the vibration or frequency of the heavens. We are though. And we say the water Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi for it. Now verse 9 goes on to say what? Surely the isle shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. You see that? Israelites being brought from all over the world, man. Silver and gold being brought from all the nations. To who? To the 12 tribes in our land that the Most High promised to give us. And the heathen are going to bow at our feet, because the Most High is going to glorify us as he promised to do. Now listen to your part, you heathen, you natural born heathen out there. This is Isaiah 6:10. It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. See, that's the part you heathen need to be worried about. This is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be building up our walls. When you read about those foundations being laid for the kingdom out of those precious stones, Who do you think is going to be laying that stone? You heathen nations are. When you read about the streets being paved with gold, who do you think is going to melt that gold down and pave the streets? You heathen nations are. When we talk about these big ass palaces and these estates that we're going to be having in our land that the Most High has given unto our fathers and unto us, who do you think is going to be doing the manual labor to erect these things? You heathen nations are. That's your purpose in the earth. This is what you were made for. Not to sit in equality with us in our kingdom. That's not your position. Just like we had no equality with you in your kingdom when you were ruling at the height of your powers. You see, everybody that had their time to rule, and when it's time for the Israelites to come into power, everybody want to be on equal terms. Everybody want to be in the uproar and throw a fit about it. Hell no. You heathen you've had your time to rule. Now it's our turn to rule forever. You see, and this is what you're going to be doing. Building up our walls, ministering unto us, serving us. Hewers of wood and drawers of water. That's what you're going to be doing. And this is the mercy that the Most High promised to have upon us. That when the Most High promised that He's going to give us rest from the hard bondage when we was made to serve. Why? Because we're not going to be in slavery no more. Slavery is going to be given over to you heathen after this. You see? That's the condition that you heathen nations are going into in our kingdom. You're going into a condition of slavery, oppression under us. Righteous oppression. You see, but oppression nonetheless. Verse 11, it says, therefore thy gate shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces or the wealth of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. You see that? Our gates are going to be open continually, and that just shows we're going to be in a state of safety to have the gates open day and night. Are we seeing that happen in 1948? The land of the 1948ers? No. You see, they're too busy ducking and dodging mortar strikes, man. Ducking and dodging bombs falling into their living rooms and shit. That won't be a condition that the Israelites are going to be returning to. The Most High said we're going to be returning to a state of rest and peace, and none shall make us afraid. And this is why we're going to be open. Our gates are going to be open day and night. We ain't going to have no worries for you heathen in the kingdom. We're going to be, man, we're going to have so much power. I wish a motherfucker would. Just so we can flex it. You see? But this is what it's going to be. Verse 12 says, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. And our people will hear this and they'll get offended at it. And it just shows that they don't have a ruling class mentality. They don't understand power. You see? Unless they're trying to reign over their own people as tyrants. You see, when it comes to reigning over the heathen, they get squeamish. But when it's time for them to oppress their own people, they have no problem with it, man. No, we're going to be oppressing the heathen. We're going to reign over the heathen with complete power and authority, man. And if they don't want to serve us, they're going to perish. We're going to get them up off the earth. And that's what we're going to make an example out of Esau after that first 1,000-year period in the kingdom of heaven. You see, we're going to get rid of those fucking devils, man. And show the entire world what happens when you fuck with the people of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. That's what you devils have coming to you, man. Eradication after 1,000 years. Verse 13 says what? The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. And this is what we're longing for, man. We're going to be put back in our land. It's going to be rejuvenated. The Most High is going to beautify it even beyond what it was when it was known as the Garden Eastward in Eden. We're about to witness that land come into its full strength beyond anything the world has ever seen before. You see, the Most High is he's gonna beautify the earth, rejuvenate the earth. The earth is going to go back to a state of being paradise. No more pollution in the waters. No more defiled air. No more fucking GMO foods. All that shit is going to be cleaned up by you heathen when we come into our kingdom, man. The earth is going to go back to being a paradise. Because Esau is taking paradise and turning it into hell, where everyone is suffering, crying, and complaining. That won't be a thing in the kingdom of heaven, man. You see? Especially for, man, we cannot wait. We cannot wait. It's gonna be beautiful, man. This is what we have coming, and it has to be done, man. The Most High promise. Listen, Isaiah 60:14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. Who afflicted us? You heathen nations did, beginning with you Edomites. And you're gonna come bending unto us. That wasn't meant for you niggas to be out here doing that shit now. What the fuck you got the heathen bending down to you now for? What does that prove? Your ass still going to work tomorrow. You still got to go pay these damn taxes. That ain't shit. They gonna bend down to us in the fullness of it in the kingdom. You see? It says what? And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. You see that? That's reserved for the kingdom. When we're in the fullness of our power, we have no power right now, man. You see how Jake want to do things, but they want to do it according to what they want. No, man, we have to be in order with what the Most High says it is. Jake trying to do their own thing, man, trying to get their own glory. No, we're gonna get our glory once the Most High brings all these things to pass. And now ain't the time. But it goes on to say in verse 14, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Do you see that? Because we're going to be glorified. We're going to be taken from this low condition, exalted above all nations, and reign in complete power and authority as the Most High has promised us. And we're going to do it from our land that the Most High has promised to give us for an everlasting possession. You see? Isaiah 60:15, it says, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, which goes into their wealth as well, and shalt suck the breast of kings. And thou shalt know that I, Yahweh, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. You see that? The Most High is the God of Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham. He's the God of the 12 tribes. You see? He's with us and us alone. The Most High is not with you heathen nations, man. You see? And you got these heathen who say, how is that fair? Because the Most High can do whatever he wants to do. He chose us to be his people. He never regarded you heathen as nothing. You are nothing unto him. And the scriptures tell you this. All this God loves everybody. No, he doesn't. That's never stated in the scriptures anywhere. And the only reason you believe that is because you've taken John 3:16 and propagated it all throughout the earth with the wrong understanding, completely out of context. The Most High is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and he's the God of Israel. That's it. You see? Now verse 17 goes on to say what? For brass. Now listen to this. This is crazy. This shows you the innumerable wealth that we're going to have. We're not going to be able to even put a number to how wealthy we're going to be in the kingdom. While you got Jake still down here talking about we need a black bank. Look, man. Even if you get a black-owned bank, the money that's going to be in that bitch is going to be Esau's money that he's going to be able to tax your ass on. You see, we are coming into wealth that can't be comprehended. And it would never diminish. No one is ever going to take it from it. No one's going to tax us. You see, we're going to be completely free, living life, wealthy beyond all comprehension. Niggas talking about LeBron James and Jay-Z and Rihanna and Beyonce fucking billionaires. That's going to be a common thing for the tribes in the kingdom of heaven, man. You see? Billionaires, trillionaires, all our people. And it's gonna far exceed that, because our wealth is gonna always multiply. Y'all don't get it, man. Y'all do not get it. For you niggas out here talking shit about being Israelites, man. Y'all really have a low level way of thinking. And like our elders always say, man, this book, this Bible is not for low level thinking beings. When we went into those blessings yesterday, the Most High was constantly talking about how he's going to increase the fruit of our lawns, the fruit of our cattle, the fruit of our kind. You see, the fruit of our vineyard, so forth and so on. That's multiplication. It's going to continue to multiply. And the same thing with our riches is going to continue to multiply. So you know what that means? Just passive income on automatic, increasing by the day. You see, beyond anything this world has ever seen. This is how crazy it's about to be for us in the earth, according to what the Most High has promised. All the world's riches are going to be in our possession. And we're going to be able to lend to the heathen as we see fit. The entire world is the bank. The entire world is full of riches, and we are going to be over them all, man. Call Yahawashi. So Isaiah 60:17 it says, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver. So just like brass is a mineral that's in very, very, very great abundance, that's how gold is going to be for us. You see? You can go to fucking Home Depot all throughout this country and just see brass all over the store. Go in there and buy brass, just that's how abundant it is. That's how gold is going to be for us in our kingdom. And the Most High gave us a glimpse of that during the time of King Solomon. He said it was gold and silver in the streets like stones. This is what we're longing for. This is what Yahawashi is returning to bring us into in the fullness of it, man. And we will never lose it ever again, man. Isaiah 60:17 it says, for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. And I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. That's a cut to the 1948er. They're still at war now. They've been at war since 1948. That ain't according to prophecy. The prophecy says no more violence, no more wasting, no more destruction in that land. But that's all that's been going on over there since 1948. And why is that? Is because those are the Edomites perpetrating, acting as if they are the chosen people. Well, prophecy and the events that have gone over there show otherwise, man. You see? This is what prophecy calls for, and this is what's going to be fulfilled once we return back to our land in the fullness of it. Isaiah 60:18, violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy wall salvation and thy gates praise. Do you see that? That's what it's going to be. Verse 19, the sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. And that goes into the wicked wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this world, where they're telling you that a man can be a woman can be a man. They're telling these fucking women they can just leave their husbands and take half of their shit. That's the wisdom of this world, man. You see, telling children they can have sex changes, and telling people that instead of eating the meat the Most High created to be eaten, we're gonna feed you bugs, all type of shit, man. This whole wicked way is gonna be done away with. You see, the wicked fucking wisdom of this world is gonna be purged from the earth, man. That's what this is talking about. It says, but Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power, thy glory. So we're gonna come back into that full relationship with the Most High by being brought into the fullness of the second covenant. You see, having the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and that's what we're going to teach the nations. You see, not this bullshit that Esau is teaching them, men out here wearing dresses and just madness, man. All that is going to be done away with. Verse 20 goes on to say what? Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself. Meaning what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi will never depart from us forever. We got it now, and we're going to have it forever now. See, the 2/3, the rebels, they're going to have to get it when they're reincarnated into the kingdom after death by pain. But we will never go back into a state of obscurity as we've done in times past, having no understanding of Yahweh, having no understanding of Yahawashi, having no understanding of who we were. You see, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be with us forever now. You see, and this part has already begun because we already got it. You see, it says what? Isaiah 60:20, the sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself, for Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. And how is the Most High going to be our everlasting light? Because he's about to tie us fully back unto him through Yahawashi as he brings us into the fullness of the second covenant. And that ends our mourning, our affliction, our suffering, because it takes us from under the curses and brings us into the fullness of the blessings as we read about in yesterday's lesson. This is all that the Most High has promised unto us, man. It got to be fulfilled. I don't understand how you pagan Christians are reading these words and just saying, oh, that's disannulled, that's canceled, that's not true. It is true. It will always be true because the Most High is faithful and true. Everything that he's always said he would do, it has been done. And what he's promised to his people is no different. He's going to end our mourning by bringing us into all that he promised us, going back to the oath that he made unto our forefather Abraham, man. It's going to be done. Verse 21 says what? Thy people also shall be all righteous. And how is that going to be done? By us being brought into the fullness of the second covenant. That might be the next lesson. Going into the second covenant, showing you what the Most High has also promised us. Going back to Romans 9, showing you what the Apostle Paul said, and going into the prophecy of the Most High fulfilling it for his people. According to what? According to the oath and the promises made unto our ancestors. That's what this thing is all about, man. And Yahawashi is coming to see that it gets fulfilled. But it goes on to say, Isaiah 60:21, thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. According to what? According to the promise made. How does this apply to you pagan Christians? It doesn't. Every single Israelite is going to be brought into the fullness of the second covenant eventually. And every Israelite born in the kingdom of heaven will be born into the fullness of the second covenant. You see? This is all made possible through Yahawashi's sacrifice. This is what's going to make us completely righteous, to never sin again. No more faggots amongst our people. No more lesbians amongst our people. No more sluts of our women. No more of our children being murderous demons. You see? No more of our people worshiping these fucking stupid ass idols. No more animosity and beef between the tribes. All that is going to be washed from us as the hopeful elect is brought into the fullness of the second covenant. And then the rebels who perish on this side will begin to be reincarnated into the kingdom in their right mind under the fullness of the second covenant. And that is what is going to be a constant cycle of righteousness that the Israelites are going to be born into forever. Every Israelite. You see? So Isaiah 60:21, it says, thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. For the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. And that's what's being done. You see, and this is why it must be fulfilled, because it's all about the what? The Most High's name being magnified, exalted, uplifted. You see, being made known in the earth forevermore. It's going to be fully made known by what he's going to do for his people according to what he has promised them. How does the Most High receive his glory or have his name magnified by not bringing it to pass for his people. Because that's what you pagan Christians are saying. So how is the Most High magnified now? If he's not going to do what he promised to do for the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, how is he glorified? He can't be. You see? This is why we know and understand that what he promised to us must be fulfilled. And it will be, man. Ain't no doubt about it. It's going to happen. It's got to. You see? So Isaiah 60:22, it says, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. What is that? What is that talking about? That goes back into the blessing of the fruit of our loins. You see? Being blessed. Because, hey, as Israelite men, we're going to have multiple wives. Hundreds upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of wives over the course of eternity. And every time we get with them, they're going to bring forth more Israelite babies. That can't be done with one wife for you simping ass niggas out here, man. That can't be done with one wife for you out of order ass Israelite women who don't want the Israelite man to be brought into the fullness of his power. We're going to have multiple wives so they can bear us multiple children. So the Most High can fulfill the promise made unto Abraham of his seed being as the stars of heaven for multitude. You see? This is us fulfilling the commandment the Most High gave us of being what? Fruitful and multiplying. That's going to be our duty as Israelite men, having these multiple women. It ain't finna be some goddamn, some fucking bubble butt orgy fest. You see? Goddamn booty talk 78 type shit. It ain't gonna be no shit like that. This is for our nation to be reestablished in the earth, and this is for the Most High to fulfill what he promised unto our forefathers, man. It's for the Most High to receive his glory. Because we're going to be increased beyond, man. Look, the Most High said if, the Most High told Abraham, or was it was one of our forefathers, he said, a motherfucker, I ain't going to say it like that. He said a man will have a better chance of counting the dust of the earth than the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's how numerous we're going to be. You will have a better chance of counting every speck of dirt. You will have a better chance of counting every speck of dust. You see, before you would be able to count the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's how numerous we're going to be. And this is why we're going to need multiple wives. Hundreds and thousands of them. You see? This is a part of what the Most High has promised unto us, man. And we long for a true life, true family. You see? Our nation being rebuilt and reestablished in the earth, you see, forever is what the Most High has promised us, man. And it comes with a lot for you niggas out here denouncing your heritage as the seed of Israel. You're doing that because you have no understanding. And for you pagan Christians, the Most High is not going to turn away from what he promised to do for us, man. It's going to be fulfilled. We know you hurt. We know you sick about it. But, hey, this is the truth of the matter. The promise is being kept, and it's already begun with us reawakening here in these last days. It's evident that the Most High is going to be faithful and true to what he promised unto our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to us, their descendants. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. So with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi created us to do. With that, I'm going to say shalom, Wah, or Bob, or Ball.